Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on nets. Nets are flat and they consist of various shapes. When the nets are folded appropriately, different 3D objects can be formed. Depending on the 3D object in question, the net can consist of squares, rectangles, triangles, circles, etc. The following are some of the more popular 3D objects and the nets that are folded to make them. The first one is a cube. Now we know that a cube is a six-sided object and each side is a square and they're all equal to each other. So naturally here is the net. The net is made up of 6 squares, and when that's folded, that gives you a cube. The rectangular prism. Now all the sides are flat, if you can see those faces, but they are normally in the shape of rectangles. So when this is opened up, it looks something like this. So when this is folded, for example, we get our rectangular prism. Now these are not to scale, but it just gives you an idea what the net will look like. The cone. Now we saw the cone in the previous video. So the base is circular and then it goes up to a point with a beautiful curved face here. So look how beautiful the net looks. It's just a circle, okay, and that part, when you fold it, that gives you the curved part that goes up to the point. That's the point there. Here's our cylinder. Circle on the top, circle on the bottom, and a beautiful curved face there. So there we are, 2 circles, top and bottom, and when that's curved around, it gives you the cylinder. Remember, they're not to scale, but that's how the net looks. So these 2 nets will look like that, even though they're not to scale with respect to those 3D objects there. Now pyramids, as we mentioned earlier, you can get them in all types of pyramids. For example, let's look at this one. We have a triangular pyramid. So let's assume that's the base. When that and that are folded, there's your pyramid. The square pyramid, so the orange square is the base, and when those 2 are folded inwards like that, you end up with that 3D object. The pentagonal pyramid, because the pentagon is the base, there we are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fold them up, and that's what you get. And finally, the hexagonal pyramid, where the base is a hexagon. So there's the hexagons, which means you've got six of those faces going to the point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this video has looked at some very basic 3D objects, and we've looked at the nets, or what the nets look like for each of those objects.